Bring in the new year with a new Chevy from Dublin Chevrolet.
Only Dublin Chevrolet has the 2018 Cruze LT with the RS package. Was $24,200, now only $16,750. Or take home a loaded Equinox. Was $36,400, now only $28,950.
From our house to your house, Elaine and I would like to wish you a Happy New Year. Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
Hello, I'm Darren Keene with Clements & Keene Insurance. And if you're a small business owner here in Dublin and Lawrence County, give us a call. There's several options out there, several insurance carriers, and several discounts available depending on your situation. Please come see us at the Little White House, 503 Bellevue Avenue, or call us at 272-8019.
This may be my favorite program of the year. I know it's the first one, but it may be hard to top this one. Downtown Dublin has become near and dear to my family's heart. Downtown Dublin is something that is growing. It is very vibrant. There's a lot of private and public money coming into that. And I would tell you that none of this happens by luck. It happens because there are people who are moving the ball. And today's program is our director of Downtown Dublin, and that is Tara Bradshaw. Now, I will not read her bio. That is on the table. I will just hit a few key points. Tara comes to us from Cordell, Georgia. She is married to Matthew Bradshaw, who is the city engineer for the city of Dublin. She was the Main Street Director from 2012 to 2017, and in 2017 she was appointed the Executive Director of the Downtown Development Authority. I asked Tara to sum it up in one sentence, and this is what she says. She loves downtown Dublin, and if you can't see that, ladies and gentlemen, you're just not riding through downtown. So with no further ado, our program today is Ms. Tara Bradshaw.
I think Michael has set a bar. I'm not sure that I'll be the most exciting or the best program this year, but I'll try my best. So thank you all for having us. As you said, I've been working with the Downtown Development Authority here since 2012. I moved here in 2010, so it's been 8 years, and I was lucky enough to be able to get this job, and I have fallen in love with this place that we call downtown, and I can tell from its success that all of you have too, and so I really just want to take this opportunity to thank you for your support and where we're going in the future. We're going to need even more of your support, so we hope that you'll stay with us. It's been a fun ride so far, and we're about to head downhill. So I want to take you through this morning and tell you a little bit about DDA and who we are and sort of how we're set up. I will before we start. Incidentally, I did not know this was going to be the lead photo on the chamber website. It's awesome. It's great. I love it. So thank y'all for that, for highlighting downtown. That's amazing. Really quick, Liz Coleman introduced herself. She is our program manager. She works here with Downtown. I could not do this alone. Our board and our staff is incredible, and they work long, hard hours, and they love it as much as I do, and I really appreciate it. So Liz is our program manager with DDA. She's been with us a couple of years. She runs the theater, manages all of our facilities that we manage downtown, and puts on all of the events and sort of oversees that. So we appreciate her. And then also we have Sam, who, by the way, is a Dean's List biology major here at Middle Georgia State University. So there's one of your shining stars. Sam's been with us for 3 years. She started out as a concessions associate at the theater, and she has worked her way up and has become our program assistant. She's there with us about 3 days a week and keeps us on track, and she also manages our weekly farmers market during the summer. So anyways, we also have some board members here. Spence and Josh have both been on the board for several years now. We appreciate their continued support. All right, that's enough of that. So let's talk about what's going on in downtown. A little bit about who we are. We passed the $40 million mark in just over a decade this year of investment in downtown. And like Michael said, that's been public and private dollars. That has not just been the city pouring their budget into downtown. That has been DDA and the city and the county investing strategically so that private investors come along behind that. So that's pretty incredible and something to be proud of. We were created in 1982, and in 1989 we became a certified Main Street city, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little while, but this year marks our 30th year, so we will be kicking off and celebrating Main Street Dublin's 30th anniversary. A lot of people, you may wonder, what is Main Street exactly? We in order to revitalize our downtown, there's a time-tested 4-point approach to downtown revitalization. It was created by the National Main Street Institute, and we have to go through a rigorous assessment, make sure that we're on all the 4 points through design and economic development. And, I like to say we operate like any development authority would. Our purpose is to create jobs and businesses, but we have to keep in mind the historic preservation aspect in there too. So that's where the Main Street Dublin comes in, is that we're building a community that is respectful of its history and growing new jobs. So anyways, we'll talk a little bit more about that. This is our impact for this year. I just pulled this yesterday, and we report these numbers every month, and I don't ever really get a chance to look back until January. So we pulled it. We had 7 new businesses open in downtown this year. We had 2 businesses expand and 28 new jobs in downtown. We had $33.8 million reported just in 2018, which that number is quite expected to go up once we have some projects finished in the next few months, fingers crossed. And this is what I love. We believe in downtown civic events. That's what gets you downtown gathering and visiting those stores. We had 56,000 visitors at our events this year, so that's pretty incredible. This is a current map of our downtown. We've got lots of great restaurants and businesses, so we hope that you'll come down and support them. One reason I love showing this map, and some of you have heard this feel before, my first 5 years here, we talked a lot about parking. And, I love downtown, but I have nowhere to park. Well, you see all these little P's? We're not talking about parking anymore, people. We're going to park our car and we're going to get out and walk. This is the city and the county and WDIG have invested in parking and making sure that you have a place to deposit your car. But we want you to get out and experience downtown like it's meant to be experienced, and that's on your foot. So we're excited about this. We're going to use this map going forward to help visitors find their way in downtown. This is a property map that I love to show. This gives you an idea. Every blue piece of property you see has been renovated in the last decade. So that's pretty incredible. Just over a decade. Time has flown. We're getting out of that decade. And then you see the green spaces are, of course, parking. This is our ongoing, So I love always looking back at this map because it shows us, when I started here, there's probably a third of this was in blue. So to see, and this is what it takes, this is what downtown, revitalizing your downtown takes. It's one property at a time, one block at a time, one street at a time. So it's pretty exciting to see. All of the yellow, orange ones that you see are ongoing projects, and we're looking forward to several of those finishing. I'll fly through just a few projects we're working on. This is the Jackson Street Plaza and parking. This is an estimated $3 million public investment. What's exciting about this is there's 12 properties on this city block, privately owned properties, and 11 of them are now undergoing construction or have gone through a renovation. And that is just because the city made that public investment. And most of it started before we even broke ground. So that's pretty incredible. And so when people say, why are we spending money in downtown? Well, because you can't get a better return on your investment. Before you even break ground, you've already doubled your return, and that's not even with businesses open. So that's pretty interesting to see. This is a look at what that plaza will look like. Dublin Construction is the contractor on that, and we received a timeline from them this week, and it is on track to be finished in July of this year. So the next steps are all the underground and the alley are going, all the power in the alley is going underground, and they'll begin building the fountain. And it's really going to create a beautiful place that connects you from a parking lot to our main street, which is desperately needed in this area. And there's the new gateway wall. So some of the cool things that, the plaza's great, it's beautiful, it's going to be a jewel of downtown, but this is what's really important, is that the reason we're building that is to get these buildings back online and to find modern uses for them. And so this is a before picture I took, I guess it was two years ago now. And you can already see, this is the Rhino building that has been redone. There's 6 new apartments here. We have a new store in the corner, Miller & Company. We have a new law firm now. So just renovating that business, that building has gotten 2 new businesses and 6 new apartments there. So it's pretty incredible to see that. Of course, the Corker and Kingfisher building, we're incredibly proud that Curry Maffitt Insurance will be moving downtown. And this has been an incredible process to watch the and I don't know if you guys, we just need to take a moment. This is the corporate building. Is everybody familiar with that? Had this facade on it since the 1960s, and that came down, and it's going to be the beautiful building that we see there today. So it's moving right along. This is not even an updated picture. It's moving so fast now, so we're excited about that. Another project on that block that's going on is the Henry Building. You may not recognize it anymore. It looks different than any of us have seen in a lifetime, I think. So it's pretty incredible to see that change. So this is what we had, and this is where we're going. One thing I want to mention about these projects, and the investors are in the room, so they know how thankful I am for them. But what makes projects like this work is some financial tools that we use to really make the buildings viable for a bank to get involved and for an investor to want to get involved. One of those things is historic tax credits. There's been a lot of talk lately about tax abatement and cities giving away everything they have just to, get a business in town. And I want to use this time to educate you just a little bit on our historic tax credit program. Those credits are offered through the state and federal government, and in order to receive a business to receive those credits, they have to historically rehabilitate a property. They have to rehabilitate a historical property, I should say. So what it is for us as a community, it's a win-win. We're not having to give away the bank in order to get a business, but what we do is get a very valuable piece of property back on the tax roll and performing again for our community. So I want to be really clear about that when you hear us talk about tax credits, and that doesn't mean we're giving away anything. That means that these guys are receiving a credit on their taxes because of their investment. It is not a full credit, and the city is not giving away anything. So anyway, so that makes it, to me, even more special. It means that we're able to get this done. The banks are able to come in and help with the loans, and it makes sense for the investor to do it. So anyways, I wanted to take that moment because there's been a lot of talk about that lately.
Hi, I'm Jeff Cannon, President of Citizens Bank of Lawrence County. If you're presently a customer of ours, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us to be your bank. We appreciate the confidence you have placed in us and enjoy providing you with the most up-to-date banking products and services to satisfy your needs. If you're not a current customer, we would like to invite you to stop by and let us show you true community banking at its best. We concentrate on our local community, doing our part to make Dublin and Lawrence County a better place to live, work, play, and retire. We recently introduced 2 new products, eStatements and Access Now, our mobile banking app. Both of these products will help to make banking with us more convenient and will also help to provide you with a safer and more secure banking experience. So for all your banking needs, just give us a call or stop by and let us show you personal banking at its best. Citizens Bank of Lawrence County, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Fairview Park Hospital, a leader in healthcare for Dublin, Lawrence, and surrounding communities, providing inpatient and outpatient surgery options and rehabilitation therapy services.
Bring in the new year with a new Chevy from Dublin Chevrolet.
Only Dublin Chevrolet has the 2018 Cruze LT with the RS package. Was $24,200, now only $16,750. Z71 Silverado Crew Cab was $50,310, now $35,250.
From our house to your house, Elaine and I would like to wish you a Happy New Year. Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
Company Supply is one of those businesses that expanded this year. We're very proud of them. Or I should say they expanded last year, and they did another kitchen expansion. This restaurant, along with Dino's, is very important to our downtown. They've become anchor spaces. This restaurant alone employs 48 people. So you want to talk about an impact. That is incredible, that employ 50 people. So I think Dino's is right behind them at about 32. So they are major businesses in our downtown, and we're thankful for them. One of the projects that we worked on this year was the Orr Smith Warehouse. We acquired this building a couple of years ago, and a few days after we got it, there was a terrible storm that came through, and there was a huge hole that opened up in the wall. It was just suffered a lot of damage. We knew that we wanted to save it because it sits on a gateway into our downtown. The city was very patient with us. Thank you. Lance and I talked about this building a lot, but we knew, DDA knew that we needed to try to save it. And And we did, and we're very fortunate to be working with Greneau Shaw with GWS Construction, and they've got a new business, Restored Woodworks, that they've placed inside of this building. So it's changed even since I've taken these pictures, but that's pretty incredible. If you haven't seen this, this is next to the railroad track downtown, just past the skyscraper. They would love for you to stop in if you'd like to. The window there that you see will be it'll be a furniture showroom. They'll build custom furniture and things like that. So that's a pretty great project. The Ice House has been renovated this year. It's a joint venture of our two restaurateur families. We're very excited about their investment. And then I mentioned that Liz helps us manage our facilities from day-to-day basis and planning. Some of the things that we still do and will continue to do is operate Theater Dublin. The Martin Movie House is going very well. If you haven't visited yet, you're really missing a treat. We're excited to be in our second year of that now, and we're rolling right along. We still operate the farmers market. I said Sam is our market manager. We also play host to lots of events downtown throughout the year, which is incredibly important. You know, a lot of times we say, you know, it's just an event. But what it is it's reconnecting you to your downtown. And for years, we missed out on generations of people coming downtown and visiting businesses or coming downtown to see a concert or whatever it may be. And these events are really important to reconnect those visitors to downtown and make sure that future generations understand that they have a unique place that they call home. So anyways, I love this shot. This is a sale that one of our stores does downtown every year, just before Thanksgiving. And this is the line before they open the doors. This line this is at the Exchange, and it goes all the way past Townsend. So she had, I guess, 500 shoppers in 3 hours that night. So that is pretty incredible. And we just love seeing all the people. Our Jingle and Mingle this year was wildly successful. This was our Christmas tree lighting at Founders Park. We appreciate all of our partnerships that we have with the Arts Council and the St. Patrick's Festival, and so we try to help as much as we can put on those events as well. And of course, our downtown coffee break. This is for our downtown businesses to get together once a month and sort of break bread and network and find out what's going on around downtown. If you're ever interested in coming, just let us know. We host it once a month. We'd love for you to visit. And then this is my favorite part. What are we doing? What's next? I mentioned the plaza. We will see that finished this year. I'm excited to say that the Henry building is coming online and is now complete. And Louis told me this morning we have our first lease. Congratulations, guys. We have a new business coming downtown. We're very excited about that. The Corker and Kingfisher building will be finished in just a month or so. So we're excited to see those things wrap up. And what we're thinking about now is where do we go next? So some of the things that we want to focus on this year is continuing to make downtown a destination. We want to increase visitorship from out of town, but we also want to make it a place where it's completely unique. The architecture goes a long way, but we want to go in and add wayfinding signs. We've talked about doing murals and just all sorts of things to add in public art and engage the community more. So we're going to be working on those things. We're also going to be investing in a couple of public spaces. You may have heard we received a grant to renovate Theater Dublin, so we will be completing that this year. It'll be finished by June. And then we're also renovating the building next to the MLK Memorial Park. This building will be white space for a tenant, and so we'll redo the facade and get the inside ready as well. And then we're celebrating Main Street Dublin's 30th anniversary. And one of the ways that we're doing that is we're rolling out, we're going to refresh all the events we have. So you're used to hearing about First Friday and Pig in the Park and the Farmers Market. Well, we're going to refresh all of those this year, and then we're adding some new events, and Liz is working on those steadily now. Everything from a crawfish festival to a food and wine festival this summer. So please be on the lookout for that. She is working very hard to roll that out, and we're excited about it. And then we're going to continue offering incentives and tools for businesses downtown. You know, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is making it incredibly easy for an investor or a business to come into downtown. We want to, we almost serve it as like concierge development. Whatever you need, we will find it and put it together for you. And we pride ourselves on that. We have a lot of tools in our toolbox to help business owners and property owners downtown. So we're going to continue focusing on that this year. And then here's my information, my cell number, email. If you ever need anything or have any ideas or whatever it may be, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are here. Your support means everything to us. We couldn't do it without you, and thank you so much for having us this morning.
I want to say a special thank you to Tara and to Dr. Cantwell with Middle Georgia State University for hosting our breakfast this morning. How exciting was that? To me, growth and more growth, and that's what we're hearing. There's a lot of excitement in Dublin, Lawrence County right now. There's a lot of good things going on, and so I'm looking forward to an exciting 2019. I do want to remind you really quick, Business After Hours is being held December 15th. January. I don't know where I got December from. January. And we will be doing the ribbon cutting for the Henry Building at 5:15. So if you want to come to the ribbon cutting at 5:15 and stay for Business After Hours, it'll be a great way to spend the evening and get to see, take a tour of the Henry Building that evening. I want to mention Atlantic South Bank, Middle Georgia Mechanical, St. Patrick's Day Festival Committee, Brooks Contractors, and Addington Place are also sponsoring Business After Hours. So you got a great group of sponsors. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good food there, and it'll be an exciting day to see a brand new building. Annual dinner, just want to mention to you again, I know a lot of you in this room are coming. We've added seats twice for that event now. After we sold out again, and then we sold out one more time. So we've turned the room sideways to be able to accommodate all the folks, and we've got some really, really special things planned for that evening. And I want to say thank you to you folks for selling that out that quick. And this year we actually have 9 different businesses in our VIP section. So that event just continues to grow and grow and grow, and it's because of your support that we can do that. We mentioned we're on a mission this year. We're on a mission because we have such great partners. Downtown development, our city, our county, our development authority, all of these folks working together are really, really doing some wonderful things here in Dublin, Lawrence County. Lance mentioned the Summer Works program. I want to make sure and give some credit. Eric Canada sitting in the back here. Eric came to me a few months ago and mentioned this Summer Works program. We went to Savannah and spent a day down there and learned about the Summer Works program. When we came back, we sat down with Mayor Best, and Mayor Best said absolutely the city would take this project on. And so we've had a great partnership with the city, with the College and Career Academy, some local banks and businesses, and that's going to be a great program to help us put people to work here in Dublin, Lawrence County. I don't know if Lance mentioned, those jobs will be $8 an hour jobs, and they will also have banking accounts to go with that. That's part of the teaching that they'll learn. And then we're also, for the ones that complete the program, and we didn't talk about this a whole lot in the meeting yet, but if they complete the program with 100% success, there'll be some money put into their checking account at the completion of that event. So it's going to be a great event. Just want to remind you again, we're also working on the quality rated program for you this year to help with quality rated childcare in our facilities. Broadband is a big issue that the chamber is working on this year, and I know that's vital to a lot of people in this room. And then I want to go back one more time and mention the SMART plan. That's the insurance plan, and Clements and Keene Insurance right here in Dublin is our host for that. So if you want to see Darren and his staff, $15,000 is a lot of savings on a health insurance plan. So if you have a small business and you have 2 or more employees, I think that's pretty much the requirements. Am I correct, Darren? Give Darren a call and let him give you a quote. If it'll work for you, great. If it doesn't, nothing lost. So, but we have those programs and some other things going on this year that have me really excited. All the stuff that's going on in downtown and all of Lawrence County are going to help this be a wonderful 2019 and make today and every day a great day for business in Dublin, Lawrence County. We're adjourned.
I'm Marcus Clements with Clements & King Insurance. October 15th through December 7th is open enrollment for those on Medicare. During this time, you can purchase Medicare supplements, prescription drug plans, Medicare Advantage plans. Take all the confusion out of Medicare-related insurance. Call Clements & King. There's never a fee for our service.